So what might it look like to add more Jesus Christ in your life? While serving as mission president, I had the pleasure of meeting personally with each of our young missionaries every 6 weeks. During the one-on-one meeting, it was common for missionaries to seek guidance on how to improve the effectiveness of their companionships. On one occasion, a missionary came into his personal interview and sat down. I could tell from his body language that something was weighing heavily on his mind. I asked, "Elder, what would you like to discuss today?" He went on to describe some challenges he was having with his companion and how it was affecting their ability to do missionary work. With tears in his eyes, he looked at me and asked, "President, what should I do?" In that instance, I honestly didn't know how to respond. After a brief moment, I asked if it was okay for us to kneel together in prayer for guidance from the Spirit. He agreed, and we knelt together and prayed for inspiration. After the prayer, we continued kneeling for a short time and then sat in our chairs facing each other. I asked if we could read a scripture together. As we opened our scriptures, I paused and told him, "Elder, as we read this scripture, please ask yourself the following question. If I live these attributes, will it improve my companionship and our missionary work?" Then we opened Moroni 7:45 and read out loud, "And charity suffereth long, and is kind, and envieth not, and is not puffed up, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, and rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things." Then the elder looked at me with tears in his eyes and said, "Yes, President, but that is hard to do." I agreed, and I reminded him that he is a son of God with divine potential to do it together with the Lord. Then we briefly discussed the parable of the slope, taught by Elder Clark G. Gilbert of the 70, which reminded us that we need to start where we are and together with the Lord move forward and upward in a positive direction. I could tell he was still feeling a bit overwhelmed about the next step. So I asked him to describe his understanding of the scripture, "By small and simple things are great things brought to pass." He went on to describe the concept that by doing small and simple things, great things could happen. I asked him to take a minute and identify 2 small and simple things he could do to be kind to his companion. After a few moments, he shared his thoughts. Then I asked him to take a minute and identify 2 small and simple things he could do to be patient with his companion. He almost immediately shared his 2 thoughts. It was clear he had already been pondering this before our meeting. I invited him to take those few items to God in prayer and to ask for confirmation, direction, and inspiration on how to execute his plan with real intent. He agreed. As we concluded, I asked him to provide a brief update in his weekly letter. As the next few weeks went by, I could see in his weekly letters that things were improving. But not only could I see the improvement in his weekly letters, I could also see it in the weekly letters of his companion. During our next in-person interview, I saw a night and day difference in his countenance and spirit. I asked him, "So, Elder, is it true that charity never faileth?" He responded with a big smile, "Yes, and by small and simple things are great things brought to pass."